Well, Gallup is out with a new poll revealing the most admired people of 2020. And this year, for the first time, President Donald Trump is the most admired man. Former First Lady Michelle Obama is the most admired woman. The runners-up include former President Barack Obama and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. Okay, so I love what you said earlier, Jeff. You said, why admire a politician? So let's go around the horn. And
I've been hammering the government this show.
You have.
I've been after them this show.
But you know what? There's other people out there that are definitely worthy of being admired. So we're going to go around the horn. Erica, who are your most admired, like a man and a woman, or it could just be one person?
I went with two, and these were two of my favorite comeback stories of the year. So I went with comeback kids, LeBron James and Portia Williams from Real Housewives of Atlanta. They really met the moment and the movement from where they were. They were great examples of what you can do from where you are. And I love Portia's story because we've seen her evolution, and now her nickname is Portia Luther King, child. So Portia Luther Williams. So yes, those are my two picks for most admired.
And Jeff, what about you?
Those were great picks. Anything better than a politician, by the way. Mine is so cheesy, and I hate politics. My parents. Listen, I haven't seen my parents for almost a year now because of the disease and the COVID going around. But having my own house and my children at an age where they're running around and they're getting more difficult to deal with because they're turning into little humans, I appreciate what my parents did. Like, when I'm like, go to bed, and they're like, no. I'm like, they're a reflection of me, and I was a little jerk. So, Mom and Dad, I'm sorry for being a little jerk. Hopefully, you're proud of who I became, and I love you guys.
Your parents are awesome.
Yeah,
they're so
are.
Sweet.
They're so quiet.
So sweet.
No one would think this came from them. They'd be like, those aren't your parents. They're complete opposite.
Okay, and Brandon, for me, I'm going to pick the frontline healthcare workers because my sister's a nurse, her husband, my brother-in-law, also a nurse. And listen, those two and every single frontline healthcare worker, they should not have had to go through what they've gone through these last 9 months, holding people's hands by their bedside, watching people die when family members weren't around, telling family members that their loved ones have died, risking their own lives, getting COVID, all of that and above. I'm so grateful for our frontline healthcare workers, and I really just hope that it can get better from here on out because they shouldn't have to wake up and go face this invisible enemy, this war, every single day. What about you, Beelan?
Someone else that's on this war with this invisible enemy, Sam, immunologist Dr. Kizzmekia Corbett.
Ooh.
Remember, she's one of the lead scientists on the development on this vaccine. And I like to say representation breeds inspiration. Obviously, we talk about her representation within the Black community in science and her building that mistrust within the Black community in science, in the government, and that history with that. For males, I have to, I have to say, I messed it up. I was going to say, who is Alex Trebek for 400, but I messed it up. I messed up my own thing. But
We wouldn't have known the numbers.
Yeah, it was by 200 point increments. But, you know, I told you guys I lost my grandfather this year. And it's one of the moments I always have was when my mom used to drop us off in Richmond, Virginia at my grandparents' house. And they had one of those TVs where you had to turn the knob. And it was either Columbo, it was Matlock, or Jeopardy on that television. And I just remember that feeling of trying to outsmart my older brother or my grandmother or trying to get one of those 800-point questions. So everything that Alex Trebek, he tried to motivate people as he went through this cancer, and he was still being positive through all this, and just everything he embodied in terms of us being entertainers and realizing that our legacy is left with how we treat people and how we leave people feeling. So I had to go with Alex on that one.
Well said.
It's a takeover.
DBL is exactly
What we say it is.
We are honest.
We'll always tell you what we really think.
What we really think.
This is absolutely laughable.
Are you serious?
We're not just reading the stories.
We're sharing our opinions and having real conversations.
Because that is insane to me.
People are going to be upset. I can completely understand that.
Tell us your DBL take.
We want to know what you think.
You may agree with us, you may not, but that's the point.
It's a takeover. I mean, run this city.